he like either mixes or masters or produces some stuff
Yeah.
for Post Malone. There goes old Joe.
Old Joe leaving on his bike.
Vroom, vroom.
Sitting here at Karaoke Joe's where we've been doing the podcast here lately. We appreciate him letting us use his spot for a little bit.
Yes, sir, we do. Been hanging out here for a while, man. What's it been? We started hanging out here like a year and a half ago, maybe?
Year and a half ago.
Yeah, we first opened it up. Cause
Karaoke Joe Bar.
I remember distinctly the first like big event we had out here was a good friend, Nate Frederick. Nate Frederick came out here and played at the Iron Horse with
it's Ryan Nelson, I think. Was it Gabe Lee and Becca Ray?
No, not that night.
It was Becca Ray. It was
Gabe wasn't there.
It was that one dude who sang like he was like Hosier. That's the kind of vibes he gave me. His name it begins with a J.
Joe Portman?
No, not
No,
Job.
Joe wasn't in there.
Job is way better than Job was way more killer than this dude.
I don't remember. I know Ryan was there one night with Nate.
That night was Becca Ray, Ryan Nelson, and Gabe Lee, and Nate Frederick was in the crowd.
Okay. All right,
He was
so
playing that night.
you worked there.
I did work there.
His name was like Jason or something like that. Like,
Did he have a white guitar too?
yeah, real pretty kind of guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. I cannot remember his name. And he's
Leighton. Leighton Fields.
Yeah, Leighton. I don't know why I wanted to call him Jason.
I like his man. His style is completely different than what we're used to around here, and some people didn't like it. I loved it.
I loved it.
Like I said, his style is completely different, and he's rocking it.
Yeah, and
So, yeah.
I remember like it's still I got biggest smirk on my face ever, and I became such a big fan of Nate's music that night,
dude.
because like he was just unassuming, me and Nate were just over here talking and stuff, and then he gets up over here, to the rear of me. He gets up on the microphone and he starts playing The Dreamer.
Yeah.
And he's just doing this spoken word song, and I swear to God, we made him play that song 5 different times.
Yes, definitely.
We made him play it over and over and over again. It's such a damn good song, man.
Man, he's so talented.
He really is.
Him and that whole group, like Meg McCree, Ben Chapman, that whole group right there is just phenomenal.
Yeah, and then the Different Shades of Blue, like what he just released, is blown up.
Yeah.
I think 2 days ago he just passed 1 million streams on that album, and congrats to Nate. He's an awesome guy.
He said he was going to get on this podcast, so I'm going to try to get him on there.
I'm calling you out right now, Nate. If I get on here, then you should be able to get on here. Come on.
Oh, Nate's welcome anytime, man. I love that guy. He back during October when COVID was hot and heavy, he was supposed to play at my birthday party. Of course, the birthday party thing we do every year. And he called me the week before, and he had something going on. Somebody was sick in his family or something like that. And I was like, dude, I'm not worried about it, And he felt like the next time I seen him up in Nashville, he's like, man, just let me know when you want me to play, and I'll come down there and play for free. I'm like, you ain't coming down here and playing for free.
Yeah,
you'll never do that.
That's a kind of
He's just a good dude.
Yeah,
man.
that's the kind of humbleness I feel like everybody looks for in an artist. Like that was really cool about like meeting Coleman the other night. For example, like he only has one single out right now. Son of Sin.
Right.
Got the shirt. It's super sick. If his merch is online, just Google his name and you can get it from there. But I've seen his picture on Whiskey Riff. I follow his Instagram. Ray's Rowdy, even all that stuff. I saw him, and it was kind of like this larger than life individual I saw, with Coleman, and I was like, where is he? Because I figured he'd be tucked away in the back. No, he's at his merch booth selling his own merch and stuff. And I was like,
sometimes that's what you got to do to get there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's what I like seeing about most artists like him.
Mm-hmm.
is they put in work. I
Yeah.
mean, like you said, he was sitting at his own merch booth
Yeah.
selling his merchandise.
Yeah.
They put in that work.
Yeah, and everybody that came up to talk to him, he talked to them
Yeah.
for like a while. You know, anybody that came up, and you know, just being from that bloodline, like the picture's right there
Yeah,
on the wall of Hank Sr. and being from that bloodline. And I was thinking about it later as like, man, I just shook hands with with a legendary
Country royalty.
yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much. You know, that's like, you know, meeting Amelia
Yeah.
and stuff like that. You know, it's like they're related to all these like larger than life, like legendary people like
Right.
Hank Williams and Elvis Presley and stuff like that. And
It's
they're
crazy.
just out here, out and about, working hard, you know, just like Hank had
Just
to
like
do.
they had to do it
Yeah.
back in the day. I mean, it's my personal opinion. I think it's harder now for some artists to get out there and get things going.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, you got the independent stuff going on right now, which
Mhm.
is great. But it's more of a challenge for independent artists to get heard of.
100%. I feel like the reason that it's more difficult for independent artists to be heard is because music is basically, it becomes popular based on an algorithm.
Mm-hmm.
You set
Yeah.
it to the right BPM and you write a song using the same generic lyrics as always, it'll
It'll
end
get
up
heard.
Yeah.
on the radio. But if you're writing something with a story, with actual meaning, and you're putting effort into it, a lot of times it's a lot harder to actually build yourself and build a brand around your own name. And I think that's a shame, and I think more independent artists should be able to be out there and
Yeah.
be heard, and
That's
hopefully
another
found a lot
thing.
more easily.
It would be easy if everybody had the money to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, if they could
Yeah.
find the backing to be an independent artist, anybody could really take off right now with Spotify and iTunes and whatnot.
And how easy it is to get on
But
those nowadays.
it's just hard to. I mean,
A lot
there's
of
not
times.
anybody out there that's going to say, "Hey, here's 10 grand. Go code an album.
No.
We'll promote it." I mean, not in your experience, but I mean, you got some good things going for
Yeah,
you.
yeah. You know, and like we're saying, like with the independent thing, it's like, you know, always appreciate, you know, what people are doing, you know, for their independence and stuff. But like, you know, fortunately, I've, you know, been able to make the connections and stuff like that, you know, and I'm super grateful to have the people I have behind me, you know, y'all with Weird Music, and then, you know, with the people at Banner
Right.
also. And being able to go out and people saying, hey, we see your dreams, go do it.
Yeah.
You know, here you go. We believe in you. And the thing with like independent artists and stuff, and what I really had to also fight for is like, you can be an independent artist and go record any songs with any
Exactly.
words you want, but like kind of exposing one of my singles. I have a single called Apache Creek that we actually just listened to a snippet from, and it's actually like not really a vulgar song, but the lyrical content and the story that it tells is, you know, the struggles of the Native American lifestyle,
Right.
all the way from, you know, the early times of when settlers got here, all the way up to the current, like the Industrial Revolution and stuff like that. And originally, I wasn't going to be able to record it because the current political
Right.
climate, and I was like, no, we're doing it.
Yeah, we're doing it.
Yeah.
This political climate, never mind. I'm not even gonna go there because I
would stop
got to
now.
keep this clean. Yeah, man. Sounds great. I just
Watch it.
politics.
It.
Politics.
Well-
We're not gonna talk about politics.
Well, I mean, like,
We can say a little bit,
Yeah.
but think about what you're going to say before you say it.
That's what I'm doing. I'm thinking real hard.
Well, like,
What I like to leave it at is the average person, especially from my generation, is a pansy. And we'll just leave it there.
I'll second that. But what I was gonna say is like I define myself as like I don't think of myself as a political person. Like
Right.
Honestly,
Definitely.
you know, like whatever happens, happens.
Yeah.
You know, like I put my vote in, whatever happens, happens.
Yeah.
Like you lose, you lose. And I don't know it, and it's like the like you have to be so careful with what you put out as an artist, because like if you look at like what happened to Morgan, you know, like what happened to him and stuff like that, and you know, not discounting him as a person at all, like it was I feel like it's just even harder when you have people watching you 24/7,
Definitely.
because that guy was outside his house
His own house, yeah.
and somebody was videotaping him through the window. It's like, yeah, like what he said probably wasn't the right thing to say, but then again, that's super creepy.
Yeah.
Super creepy. You know.
So if you get big, Manny, what I want you to do is
stay inside. Stay inside.
Buy an underground bunker.
buy a house that's away from everybody.
Just buy the whole state of Montana and move to the very middle.
Yeah.
I'd come visit.
I hope so.
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah, I've been known to say a thing or two.
Whew. No, not you.
Never.
Speaking of Zach Dunnington, the burger bar. We're not going to go there either.
That's such a funny story.
Can I?
Go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead.
Don't say too much.
It was in the glory days, so I don't.
When
mind at all.
Manny first got going, we went to the Pick and Chicken. Manny showed up there, and they got him on stage. He played what? Three songs,
maybe.
Tyler Childers songs, and then all of a sudden he was like a part of us. You know, the whole community we got going on down here, and I guess it's about 6 months later. Manny's been playing shows around town and hanging out. Zach's like, I want to bring. It was right after Bryce moved here.
Yeah, like a week. The week he got here, I remember that.
And we went to this place at a hotel. It's called the Burger Bar in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. It's called the Burger Bar, but it's at Doubletree Hotel. And Zach played for 30 minutes, and then he was like, all right, I'm going to let Bryce get up and play for a few. Bryce got up and played 15, 20 minutes. And then I was like, hell, Manny, get up there. They all took a break, and Manny gets up there.
A side note, I was hammered. hammered.
There's probably, I'd say 15 people in this place. And, I mean, it's like a coffee shop.
Yeah.
They call it a burger bar, but it's like a coffee shop. So Manny gets up there at the microphone. He starts playing a couple chords on the guitar, and he just looks at the crowd and goes, if y'all don't like country music, y'all can go fuck yourself. And I was like, what? What just happened?
Oh my God.
And everybody just kind of like went dead silent and just looked right at him. I'm Manny Alexander, and he starts playing a Tyler Childers song, and I'm like, oh no.
Well, they listened.
They listened. But it was like, everybody there was like, did he really just say that? If you don't like country music, you can go fuck yourself. And I'm like, whoa. But it was fun.
Yeah, all those, me and Bryce are drinking like canned margaritas all day. Like all day.
I don't see how that man does it.
Me neither, man. He is a trooper, if there's anybody out there.
I know the last day we were in Iowa, we told everybody it was Brent Ray's birthday.
Oh God.
So you know the happy birthday Brent Ray thing we do all the time.
Yeah.
This is like the 500th time that they've said it's Brent Ray's birthday
This
this
year.
year.
So every time you say it's Brent Ray's birthday,